What's up, powerful people? My name is Eli, you can call me Super Kid, and I'm here to welcome you to part 13 of Disco Elysium here on Super Kid Plays. Powerful people, if you're excited for today's episode, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, leave any comments you have for me in the comments section, and please share this video with every person you think might have any level of interest in it. Powerful people, in today's episode, we are going to try to find the dude they were telling me about. Silang, is that his name? I don't know how to say his name. Maybe we'll find out. This isn't him, is it? This can't be him. Can it?
I am a
Nope.
gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes. I like that.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam, my man? I love that. He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other products of the modern era. You can almost taste it. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Yeah. Sounds like it. I like this guy. I like his picture a lot, too. Is that like a tattoo or his shirt? I can't really tell.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Damn. How long have you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Other than a throat lozenge, you know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there? He ain't one of us drivers, I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here, keeping busy. It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He kept his nose out of the dark stuff. Busy with what? Analyzing the fundamental structure and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. And your conclusion? A sense of surprise there aren't more bodies hanging from more trees. I can understand that. Let's see. Tell me more about the strike. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out. Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two. What's the union demanding? Some pretty wild stuff I hear, like giant new power crane and half the company. I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too, like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up, precise demands and so on. What do you think the company wants? They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. He makes a ka-ching sound. I love this guy. Maybe I should go on strike. By the way, I decided I'm going full communist in this game. I don't really believe in communism, at least in any form that has existed up to this point in history, at the time of recording this. But I don't like capitalism too much either, so I'm going full communist. Maybe I should go on strike. Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get it shot. Why not? The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. I guess you've got a point there. Yes. But do continue. You were asking about the strike. Anything else I should know? Anything else? He thinks. Yeah. This ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. All of who? Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. All French pronunciations are made up. Few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high or laid. He smiles awkwardly. Not that I blame him, really. Not you. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. Dude, I love this guy. He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Tommy Loam, which means Tommy the Man. That's kind of cool. Sorry for the coughing. What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get on to the next one. Thanks, electrochemistry. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior. I have incredibly low empathy. Can you spare some change for a working stiff? Care to spare. Huh? Sudden financial duties snap him out of his days. Oh, no, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. Well, who's they who? The bosses, man. Makes sense. First work, then pay. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck, if I had, say, 4 myself. Got any smokes on you? Nope, don't smoke. He nods toward the big lorry behind him. Some of the others drivers do, though. There's still a few around waiting for the jam to disperse, or waiting for the sweet release of death. Good lord, dude. Yep, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere. Guess I'll ask around then. You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. Oh, okay. I thought that it was a comma at first. I don't know. He points toward the harbor. With 3 T's. Revachol is weird. It sure is. What are you hauling anyway? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Okay, what are you actually hauling? Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. He grins. I've got another haul of Faln, F-A-L-N, cargo. Mostly sporting goods, track suits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, which is the West. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmarin market lately. Sorry, some of the proper nouns in this game are hard to read at first, because I've never seen anything like them. So, nothing illegal then. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. Oh, that's a little bit, a little cute answer for you there. That's your machine behind you? This rockin' beauty? He points at the lorry with his thumb. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat. Interested? Not really. I just asked because, I don't know. Must be a cop reflex. Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat. Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance, these FALN tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Uamrao, and Lirambourde. All French pronunciations are completely fabricated. Could I get one of those FALN tracksuits you're hauling? We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. Those bosses won't be happy. There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear. It does? Right, I had another question. You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Ah, man, me and narcotics go way back. He folds his hands behind his head and leans back. Had some good time surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But he pauses to cough, just kidding. Letting the memory dissipate. Those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high. I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. I'll go with that. The lieutenant steps in. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it onto their lorry and drive it to Jamrock. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Wait, then why are you still hanging around? Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes. Rhymes? Working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry. What the fuck? Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then? Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with these questions. Okay, so these are pretty low chances. I'll leave for now. I'm good for now. Let's talk. Or good talk. Don't be a stranger. He gives you a salute with 2 fingers. Now let's see if changing my clothes will affect any of that. Doesn't look like it. Damn. Okay. I think I'll come back later and talk to him about that stuff. Hopefully we can pass some of those checks. But in the meantime, is there anywhere... Who do we need to talk to? Where is this Silang guy? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Alright. Are you Silang? Pile of clothes. There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Let's browse through the box. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. Sounds pretty disco. The box smells like cat piss, or like an old person with no money. Economical, but also trendy, the street vendor shouts. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving. Ooh. Find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags. Success. Hell yeah. Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind. Summer. 100% waterproof and sport. All in different typefaces. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Hell yes. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you, possibly because of the awful typeface. Good choice, officer. Mega sporty, and it's only $4.50 for you, sir. I want to buy the windbreaker. Gotta prepare for springtime, right? That's right. Now, let's talk to you. Well, what's in this box? There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Try the shades on. Abort, these are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow. Damn, officer, you look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. The man nods eagerly. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents. They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face. No. The lieutenant gently removes the glasses from your face, setting you free again. You're definitely not buying those. You're right, I'm too sensible for those. Are you sure? But they look so good on you. The street vendor frowns. You should think this through, officer. Rummage through the box. These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Cerise plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. These are all first-rate sunglasses, the man declares. Premium design and superb material. Very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your face safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work. Well, I'll leave for now. I'm putting the windbreaker on. Sweet. Now.
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
I'll give it a shot. I have a very low chance, as you can see. No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian. Apparently, there's a malformed green frog on its bent cap. Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. The street vendor makes a bang-bang sound, and all for a mere 6 real. Hey, at least this actually might offer you some protection against the sun, not like those cheap plastic shades. Kim, are firefights something we should be prepared for? I hope not, he says, looking up from his browsing. You don't like it? Sure, square jaw, no problem. Let's get you some real shades. Electrochemistry gets upped by those, and perception gets upped by this. I'll take the visor. Okay. Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. What the fuck, man? It's so stupid. Alright, let's fucking talk to this guy. You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. I do like him. The name Silang is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
Who does he remind me of? From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Oh, thanks, man. He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Little Yosemite Sam action. You feel a twitch in your index finger. There's a finger shootout brewing. Whip him out.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here, or just a shakedown?
A shakedown.
Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
Just kidding. I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official police questions.
Then fire away, officer.
Finger pistols 9mm. You were promised a gun, that much is certain. This is why you became a cop. Yet here you are, loitering around with idle hands like some sorry-ass loser from the street. Suddenly you're supposed to be solving cases by, what, like talking to people? How are they going to believe that you can protect yourself and them from savages without a firearm? That ain't right. You need to think around this problem. And you need to snap your fingers at people as you do. That strikes me as true. How close am I to leveling up? I'm not quite sure. At some point, I need to fix that. Where are you from, Silang? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now, all Revachol. But you're not local, are you? Very sharp, officer. I'm Sorayes, from the Sige province of the Sorayes Empire. The apricot suzerainty. Suzerainty. You know, I love the word suzerain. It's such a cool sounding word. Yum. Apricots are delicious. The apricot suzerainty, the lieutenant explains, is what the Sige archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. He pauses. It's a bit of a fraught term. I'm sure you understand. No, apricots come from Sige, the vendor explains. My grandma used to grow them, but Sige is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Okay. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profit back to my grandma in Sige. So, Silang, what's your stance on drugs? Drugs? For a moment, he's unsure how to respond. Don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Safe answer. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. He kisses his fingers. Tasty, tasty drugs. I'm super into drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home. Or on my person. He smiles. Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses. Or under the speakers. Speakers? We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam. That's even cooler, you investigating that and all, but he points to the goods. I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Who? Wait, who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. Well, that is true, at least this part. He is a hater and a fat racist. And I'm sure you work harder than him, but I don't know that that's necessarily why he said that. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. He stops to think. Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. He spreads his arms. Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd. And what crowd is that? Crowd, you know, the drug crowd. There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorryman. Who are you afraid of, Silang? Look. He looks around and lowers his voice. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on. Nice, I like that. It's a she, okay? He whispers. The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, he shakes his head. She's no lady. Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out, strange. I don't know, maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you. Okay, we're cool now. Alright, he snaps back into his usual self. Ice cold. Let's cap this off by a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it. I'll look around, thanks. And powerful people. That is where we are going to wrap things up in this episode. We got to talk to Silang, and we got to talk to, what was his name? Tommy Loam, Tommy the Man. So that was pretty cool. We got the windbreaker and the visor. I hope that was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Leave me any comments you have in the comment section, and please share this video with anybody you think would like it. Those things are extremely helpful. In the next episode, Powerful People, we might talk to Silang again. We might go search around just looking for clues. I'm not quite sure. I'd like to talk to Silang again after we change our clothes and stuff, but that is a task for next time. Until then, Powerful People, my name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, peace, and love.